Big Che. I told you I haven't been in the office in a minute. It's nice to be here.
Is it nice to look at the Sandow trophies?
It's great. Yeah, it's really
It says
cool.
Jay's Journey.
Who gave you this?
I don't know where this came from.
You have so many
I
things from
think
so
probably
many
Dr.
people.
Zach. So we're here next to the Sandow trophies, another year. This is
I know.
could be the closeout video of the year.
I can't believe.
This could be the closeout video of the year, actually.
But you're not leaving for a minute. Like you're going to Christmas next week, right?
Yeah, I'm
We
gonna
could
go
do a
to
gym.
Christmas.
We could do a training.
Yeah, but if it is, I know a lot of people are tied up with between Christmas and New Year. So I want to, congratulate everyone on a year 25. And for some people it's great. Some people probably could be better. A lot of news, a lot of news going on right now.
I know.
A lot of social media discussion about the greatest eras.
Yes. Always. Always.
We all think our era is the best. Question is which one is truly the best? And they love to compare. I saw that Derek's a little bit on the defensive on him when I did see a really great post by Lee Haney this morning.
Yeah, so did I.
And he said, guys, like Derek's not the one that decides the championship. And I did see some 2007 comments, which was very controversial for Victor winning. And I always said, I was transparent about that where, granted, I think I was better one night than the other one, but like in the end, the judges chose the winner, so instead of coming down on the athletes, because that was a really difficult time for me.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of, what it was, everyone was like, yeah, Jay, champ, but then kind of like the whispers of like, well, I don't know if he deserved it, and it's a very harsh, it's a very harsh feeling, and you don't feel as accomplished because, you look at like 09 or 06, and there's, as time goes on, everyone seems to even discredit even some of the greatest victories of the champions, because we hear more than ever now, who could have beat Dorian Yates in his run, and then Ronnie, like, obviously, I think Phil was the most uncontested one, if anywhere, and then, you've seen the judging now switch guys around. There's no real protection of, although people think Hadi could have won a couple of those, there's always, that's what makes the sport, people don't understand always, like, when you're sitting where the judges are, and then you're sitting 10 rows from that, or you're sitting 5 rows in front, there's probably more things that people see and have in their head as the ideal versus what, they can come to a collaboration. I mean, if it really was, remember, it's not up to one judge. It's a collaboration of them. And sometimes, like, the judges have someone first. They might have that guy second, and then they just kind of throw scores out, and they kind of come to a tally. That's why they have 7 or 10.
They're not always
judges,
unanimous.
It's not always, and sometimes it's not always like, there's always those tough decisions, like the Nick Walker, Derek Lunsford early in the year at the Pittsburgh show.
Yeah.
We all have our favorites, but in the end, I think people have to understand that, people, it's their job. I think Derek, I think Hadi, I think Samson, I think Andrew Jack, I think all those guys are great representations of what bodybuilding is, because they all have unique traits. Mm-hmm. Andrew has the height, and he has the tie-ins, where Hadi's got that crazy conditioning, and listen, we can't help it if someone's height is not what the norm was. Like, we've had Mr. Olympias that switched back and forth. I mean, I was 5'9", Phil was, Ronnie was 5'11", Dorian was 5'10", and I mean, but you had, Franco Colombo there at one time. You had Arnold, who was a little taller. Brandon Curry was 5'8". Dexter was, 5'7" or I mean, you had a lot of different heights with these people, and I think, we just have to give credit to the champions. They are the champions for the year. Yeah. I think Derek really set a really big benchmark last year with a lot of wins on a lot of major shows. And whether people think he shouldn't have won, he did.
Yeah.
And in the end, like, here we are, and I'm blessed. And I wanted 5, I got 4. You know, and you know, could I got one in 2001? I mean, people forget because that wasn't social media era, but you know, I was ahead by 6 points
That
after
one
the prejudging.
stings.
So, but you know what? I didn't cry about it. You know, did not compete the next year, but
I think you weren't expecting to win.
I wasn't expecting to win, but
So
I
that's
kind
why
of
you
they
took
had
it.
this. Just think about that era where it was a magazine era, and the champion never lost.
I know.
And now, like, you don't know what's going to happen. There's
right.
no one's protected anymore, man.
It's more fun.
It is more fun like that. So everyone should enjoy the time. So when Derek goes back at Dorian and says the greatest time of bodybuilding, there's a lot of meanings to that. It's not to say, hey, we're better than you, and people take that as like, oh, it's an arrogant statement. It's not. It's stating that we're in great times. The money's high.
Yeah.
You don't know who's going to win. He came back to win it after losing it. Like, he did something that hadn't been done since I did. And there's so much, the field is so close, and there's so many, like, you got Martin coming up, and you got Hunter Labrada coming back next year, and we still have the guys like Tonio Burton and like the Regans and the Crizos and all these guys. You Brandon Curry, who's still hanging in there.
So good.
Like, you got so many great guys, and I mean, you got William Bonnick who came back. Like, everyone said he was done. He was the best ever. Look at Sean Clarita. Arguably some of the best looks he's had. Yeah. And he's winning open and, like, now there's a controversy. Let him do that. We talked about this the last Jaywalk.
Yeah.
212 versus open. Like, what do? You know? The problem is he's just not big enough.
Compared to...
Yeah, I mean, we saw this with the Keon thing, you know, with Prague. So it's a great time for bodybuilding because it's uncertain who's going to win. And the Arnold it's coming up, and 750 prize. I mean, I won 100 guys with those trophies over there, you know.
Does not kill you.
Not at all. I'm so happy because, listen, Dave, I was so successful in and outside, and to win the Arnold Classic, man, coming from Sterling, Mass. And, like, watching Terminator 2 in 1991 at Searstown Mall in Leominster, walking in and saying, man, I remember walking out saying, I have to bodybuild. And I hadn't even started really yet. I had just started, like, thinking, okay, I'm going to join the gym. And I think around that time I went and I think it launched July 4th of 91. And I think they joined the gym on August 3rd with the $300. So I was like, I already had, that was just fire that I had been reading.
Don't look at me, please.
Yeah. So, we'll edit it out. So, you know, I saw that Terminator movie, and that was it. That was the final straw. I said, I have to bodybuild, you know.
How were you when that came out, 1990?
I think I turned 18.
Yeah.
August 3rd. 17, so I joined I remember being on my birthday, being at Gold's Gym in Worcester, putting that $300 down in the membership.
Yeah, because it came out in July, right?
I'll never forget. I drove down there in my black RX-7 Mazda, and I pulled in there, and I'm like, I had my money from working the concrete, you know, cash. I paid cash, $300. And I said, because, dude, back then we didn't, like, there were no credit cards, or you know, we didn't use checks or anything really.
That was exciting when you first got a gym membership. When you first started.
I said, holy shit! Like, I walked in and I saw those neon lights of Gold's Gym, and I saw the little juice bar. They had a juice bar where they'd make these multi-power, like, drinks. They were these in cans then, and I'd be like, oh my god, I'm gonna bodybuild. And I'd watch the guys walk around in those bright neon sweatshirts, and
the wardrobe.
And I used to see guys in the vein, like they'd pull their sleeves up, and I'd see their arms, and they had the veins. And I remember going in like a GNC store, and I remember seeing the guy behind the desk at the Searstown Mall, and like I saw his arms, and I saw the veins, and you could tell like the skin was thin, and and I'm like, man, I want my forearms to look like that. And that was my goal, man. And it wasn't about to be Mr. Olympia. Like, I didn't really know what that was. It was just about, like, man, I got to get to California. I got to be Arnold, you know. I got to see the Hollywood sign. I got to get to Universal Studios, and I need to witness Rodeo Drive.
Oh wow!
Because you only see it in the films, man.
But you didn't have a car to be able to get around and see all that. When you
I couldn't rent one. We took taxis.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we took.
was no
And
Uber
I
back
think we
then.
took buses or taxis.
Wow.
So
You're
we
willing
did
to do anything.
dude, if it took all day,
I remember taking the bus when I didn't have a car.
I think we took a bus. Honestly,
Yeah,
I
to
think
go
we took like
train
a
and all
bus
this
to
stuff. I didn't care.
Universal Studios, and like I don't even know how much it cost then, but we got to see like the Jaws exhibit, and like
Yeah.
it's amazing because I think a lot of stuff is still the same, but
Yeah.
like California dreaming, man. That's what you do when you come from Sterling, Mass, and like you see all the TV shows.
Yeah.
Everything I saw, bro, was based in California. I mean, Beverly Hills
Yeah.
Cop and all this.
It was the dream.
Oh.
The dream.
I know I talk about this a lot, guys, and reminisce, but you
'Cause
guys
it meant a
understand.
lot.
You guys understand the passion.
It meant a lot.
So I, for me to go back to, when you say when you're mad about how much money someone's making versus when we were, that's just being a sour era guy. I'm so happy for the guys, I'm so
Yeah, it's
happy.
great.
Derek won over $1 million.
Right.
That
Yeah.
can change someone's life.
1.2,
a
I
lot.
think.
Yeah, but that's life-changing money. I don't care about, like, I know things cost a lot more now, but he's got a family. He has another child.
We
on the
built
way.
his own gym.
Yes.
Derek did also.
I'm going out there January 17th
Oh, nice.
for his opening.
It looks really nice.
He's doing
Yeah.
has grand opening, so I'll be there.
So Shauno's got his own gym.
Yeah.
Eric's got Derek's got his
So-
own gym. It's great.
Yep, we have LA Fit Expo second week, and then the week after I'll be there. So let's
okay.
walk a little bit. I just wanted to come in and kind of start this and talk a little bit about that because it's in the news, and we're going to probably launch this the next couple of days.
Yep.
Let's support the guys. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because listen, there's going to be controversial placings always in people's eyes, because everyone has their favorites, man. And like
Yeah.
I say this all the time, like just because I think Andrew Jack has the best ability to be the biggest and baddest guy out there, that doesn't mean I don't support like Hadi Chupin, who realistically on paper should win this Arnold Classic.
Yeah.
Great body.
You think it's normal? It's normal for every guy who wins the show to at some point, always be criticized, and you went through it.
Yeah.
Rodney went through it. Dorian went through it.
We all
Just-
been through it. When you're winning several in a row and
Yeah.
they expect you to be better every time, that's
Yeah.
really hard to do. So
Yeah, people turn. Some people turn.
yeah, and
Always.
you remember we
Yeah.
had the riders, and then people just weren't supportive. And
Yeah.
but hey, it's honesty, and I think today transparency is more. It's more in place than it was years ago. So I'm just, we're blessed to be in this time and witness it.
Yeah.
And I look forward to seeing the Arnold. I look forward to seeing what Derek's going to do over the next year. Like I said, I'll be out of his gym in January, and let's rise up and let's support everyone.
Yeah. He's
So
a good
let me know what you
dude.
guys think.
Yeah, all right.
All right, let's walk.
Cool. I was thinking in my car on the way over, I was like, oh, this is Arnold Classic weather this morning.
We're kind of festive a little bit. She put up a snowman on the house. But,
Really?
yeah. Yeah, to go into the cold weather, my buddy just sent me a message from Vermont, and he's like, hey man, it's 50 and it's raining here, but it's supposed to be in the single digits. Like,
Be ready.
yeah. So big shout out to Dennis in Vermont, man. He keeps me updated on the weather out there.
Okay. That's right at the border. It's right close to
Yeah,
where I
my
was.
brother has a house in Vermont,
Oh, okay.
So he goes up there and
Is he ski or was
no, he hunts,
Oh, right.
My brothers are outdoorsmen big time.
Yeah. But,
They bow hunt and
oh, shit.
they shoot whatever. And
Did you ever go hunting with them?
no.
No.
But, yeah, but it's been pretty chilly here in the mornings a couple of
yeah.
days. But man, the days are so warm. I feel we've had like a really mild December
So
so
far.
far.
Yeah.
Because it really, remember, dude, we get through December, we only have January, February of cold weather.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of like March starts to really, I remember, when I built the house, I was coming out in March and it was really warm.
Yeah.
But LA was awesome. I went last week and obviously, we got to shoot at Gold's. That video's up, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I was after, you know, we shot that day, you know, I didn't go back to the gym, but I was doing cardio in the hotel. But, you know, I ate breakfast sitting on the patio every day.
Oh, yeah.
And, dude, a couple of nights, the fog rolled in over there in the marina, pretty heavy.
Yep.
But it was a good time. I mean, I liked the vibe, and I think what were people's perception of the gym?
They liked it. The comments were good.
Really?
Yeah, they liked the format, and they liked to see the behind the scene. And, you know, I was just there a couple of weeks before that, and I put out that little video, but this was more interesting, obviously. Since
Did you
were in
drive
it.
by Venice Max Muscle? Or you didn't take a cruise by it when you
There's
left?
no more. There's
No,
more.
but did you drive by the one that used to be Fresh to Go next door?
Yeah, there's nothing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. No, they moved that one on Main Street, remember? In Santa Monica.
No, I know that, but did you actually drive by the location just to
Yeah.
see what it looked like?
Yeah, it's a restaurant.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's all gone. No trace that it's ever been there. Yeah.
I wonder where all our memorabilia is.
I don't know, but it was a lot. The guy got it with the store
Yeah.
who bought Venice, and he moved it.
They don't give those big checks on stage anymore. Remember they were giving the big checks? Did they give? They don't give every
a
individual.
show recently. I've seen, yeah.
Really?
Might not be the Olympia.
Well, I
or
think it's
something.
in Prague.
Could be, yes.
But I don't think the Olympia gives out the, because remember all the plate, like I had seconds a lot and I had the big check.
Yeah.
It said 75,000, right? Was that normal or?
The
was the
checks
same.
kept getting bigger and bigger. I remember the first one you gave me was 04, I think.
How much was it? 75 grand, I thought, no?
Was it second? Yeah, that was second
Yeah,
place.
I think it was 75,000, bro.
And then the chips kept getting bigger. I mean, the size of the...
Yeah, well, the 200, I think you
Yeah.
had that one,
Yeah.
one of the last ones, you know.
I love having those checks.
So, what's the plan for the holidays?
I'm going to go see the kids.
Oh, okay.
California.
Do you know how long, or
Just 3 days.
just Christmas, or?
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Well, I'll just have Christmas with them.
Eat good food, and
First time in years.
so the whole family together. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Are you excited, or
Yeah, I am.
be in that California weather, man?
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking about spending.
Last week was awesome.
Yeah, I was trying
I
to
mean,
figure
the weather, you couldn't beat it.
I think it was perfect, to be honest.
It was. Although at night when the sun's gone,
Yeah.
it's chilly, dude.
And you used to ride your motorcycle in there?
Yeah.
Wow, you had your gloves and everything, huh?
Oh, yeah. It would get cold. Sometimes it would rain. Ugh.
I see those people riding those motorcycles. I'm like, damn, like
Yep.
some people, that's their only transportation. Out there.
Yeah.
It's the only smart way to transport with all that
Yeah.
traffic, right? Because it took you a long time, you said, to get home.
I loved it, though. It would take me about an hour and 15 minutes versus
No.
3 hours.
It took
Oh.
you a long time to get home from when we saw each other.
Dude. Yeah. It took me 2.5 hours plus the drive to Vegas. So I want to say 6.5 maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came home like it was past midnight.
They're doing a lot of construction over here. We'll
Oh?
turn around. Yeah, I think they're building. I don't know if they're redoing one of the houses, I think.
Okay.
That'll be my house soon.
Ah.
Construction nonstop. Yeah, so like I said, guys, you know, I obviously we did more of a conversation in the house, but you know, a lot of this online, you know, support, and you know, people rely on social media a lot now to get news and information.
That's
right?
true.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
minute-to-minute stuff. So I you know, that's always something that you have to keep in mind. You know, but we're trying to still keep everyone updated. You know, we appreciate your engagement another year,
Yeah, a lot of...
and you know, hopefully we'll see a lot of you guys at Fit Expo. You know, that
coming.
are traveling. That is the kickoff event of the
coming.
year. Arnold Classic, FIBO, all the
You went back
major
to FIBO,
ones.
huh? Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
yeah, I'll be there.
Wow.
Yeah. So make sure you guys comment. Let me know what you guys think. And once again, man, keep crushing it, huh? And we'll if we don't see you by the end of the new year, Happy New Year, and let's go.
All right.